Is anyone there? I think we are live. I'm gonna wait just 2 or 3 minutes maybe, let some people join, maybe from the last session. Hopefully your CRO day is going fantastically well and you're learning lots of great things. And you can, while we wait, you can admire my awesome CRO t-shirt, 100% conversion rate. This is from my kind friends at Formisio. This isn't just product placement or anything, of course not. Anyway, I'm going to give it just a few more minutes. Maybe you might want to go and, I don't know, go grab a cup of coffee or go to the toilet. It's been probably a long day for you, all these sessions. And there's many left. I think there's a good 3 or 4 others after here. Let's give it another minute or so, okay? I know you're excited, but just hold on. Okay, I think we can start, okay? Well, first of all, welcome to my live website conversion review event. And there can be no mention of words like psychology, heuristics, personas, or anything like that. I promise you. In fact, I guarantee it. There's just going to be lots of really good actionable advice to help increase your conversion rates on your website, okay? And whether that be increasing your sales or your leads or even sign up to your newsletter, I'm going to help you. But please remember, you should always try and get user feedback in addition to listening to an expert reviewing websites like myself. So I definitely highly recommend you using services like usabilityhub.com, gives you excellent, quick, free feedback, and also usertesting.com, one of my favorites. A bit more expensive, but much more in depth. Okay, so I'm gonna crank into a few slides. I know slides aren't that popular, but I thought I'd just thought I'd do a few. So hopefully you should see this. If you can't hear me or anything, please do let me know in the QA thing on the side, which over here. And I'm going to press this button to share my PowerPoint slideshow. So, as I said, welcome to the live website conversion critiques event for Conversion Optimization Day. My name is Rich Page. I am the CEO, co-founder, and founder of Rich Page Website Optimizer. First of all, a bit about myself. Well, I improve conversion rates, sales, and leads for online businesses. I've done this for hundreds over the last 10 years, things like from Disney.com and Vodafone, all the way down to startup websites, small e-commerce websites, and lead generation websites. I offer live website conversion reviews and CRO consulting. Previously been a conversion specialist for Adobe Test and Target. The proud author of Website Optimization and Our Day book. Should actually have it in my hand. And I just created a new video conversion course on Udemy too that's pretty popular. So, just my one slide there. So time for these live reviews. They're going to be like 5 minutes each. And please mention your site in the QA or the chat box over here, as I said, for a chance for me to review it. Hopefully I will get around to all the people who have submitted it. And first of all, before I get into this, if you want a full in-depth 60-minute conversion review for your own site, where you can contact me and I'll give you $100 off a full live conversion review. This can give you lots of personalized, actionable insights and test ideas. You can send me an email at rich-page.com if you would like that. And also don't forget to grab my free conversion optimization toolbox at rich-page.com. So let me stop sharing this. Go out here. This is very cool, this Google Hangouts, right? It's my first time doing this. And I'm going to screen share the, I think this is the right one. Google Hangouts. Oh, this one. Okay, so you should see this. Yes, it looks like you do see this. When you're mentioning, sorry, in the sidebar, please mention the URL of the website you want me to look at. I've seen someone that's just said interested in seeing a critique of a website, but it didn't say what to do. on the URL you want me to look at. Okay, so let's get started with these live website conversion critiques. So I'm going to go back here. And I am going to look at the first one that was submitted. This is redwheel.com. Now, I'm just going to give you my real quick overview. First impressions count so much online. You know, if you don't quickly engage your visitor and quickly explain what the point of your website is, who it's for, and get them to scroll and click around, then they're going to be going back to Google and going to one of your competitors, which I'm sure you don't want. So I'm going to be talking about conversion killers in particular. I obviously don't have a lot of time to go over each of these. So I'm going to be focusing on the main points that I think you need to improve. So redwheel.com. So I'm on the, this looks like an agency website. Inbound, I see this headline, inbound marketing and content marketing. Well, that's like, you know, can of beans. It tells you exactly what it is, what's on the can, but it doesn't really tell you the benefit of it. It doesn't really say why you should use this company or this inbound marketing and content marketing company rather than the about 1 billion other ones out there. And unfortunately, the wording you've got next to it, a balance of information and inspiration, it's how we roll. It tells you again what you do. It doesn't tell you why someone should use you. This is the unique value proposition. This is so important in this first step here, particularly when you're in such a competitive niche like you're in here. So you really want to change that headline to be much more value orientated to capture attention. You can be using things like pain points. You can be mentioning the benefits of your service, really what makes you unique, asking questions, get someone to scroll down, because this to me is just a generic agency site that doesn't really inspire you. And then, are you ready for inbound? Well, not really, because I don't know anything about you yet. Get your free marketing grade. I have no idea what that is. Why should I trust you at this point? You want to, and these are a bit small too, very hard to read. And then you go down here, we are Redwheel, we're Aspen-based inbound. Okay, so you talk about where you are, not that important at the moment, unless you really want a local company. And then it looks like you tell exactly what you do. Well, inbound marketing, search engine marketing, content distribution. You don't say anything about why you're so good at these. Why should someone choose you? I would add some real short bullet points of some of the key reasons why someone should choose you. I mentioned down below some of the really good results you've got for your clients. This can be really essential for something like this. You've got our work here. This doesn't really do anything for me. I have no idea what this kind of stuff is. It's just almost, some of these look like stock photography to me, unfortunately. Our work, you want to say like, we get great results for our clients. Just flat out spell out the benefits, okay? Do you have a question? Let's talk. Well, that's not exactly very inspiring. You want to have a much stronger call to action there. You want to consider giving away something for free as an incentive for someone to contact you. Maybe you've got a really good free ebook or guide relating to inbound and how you can benefit from it. And that way you get their email address. That way you can do follow-up email marketing with them. So that's an idea that I would have as a strong one. Click here is such a generic word on a button. Please, I never want to see the word click here on any website unless it's built by like a 15-year-old, and then it's okay. It's just such a waste of an opportunity to engage and inspire someone to click that. It's just almost, it's pointless. So please use much better value-driven wording on here. Our agency and numbers, this is better. I mean, usage numbers are very good to help explain why someone should use you. And but this one's the best one, obviously, 100% inbound certified, but this one's kind of nice, it's fun, but I think you only need one of them. It's kind of cool though. How Redwheel works, this is a bit better about your unique value proposition here. Listening, strategize, execute. Unfortunately, I would hope you do listen, and I hope you do strategize, and I hope you do execute. You really got to change this word to be something more compelling to want to read this, because people just don't read online. They're going to scan, and they're only going to read this if they feel like they want to do so. I would what makes Redwheel roll so differently than other agencies. I just explain it and mention anything that you do better. Maybe you have a particular kind of way of working that no one else uses, that have got you good results, maybe got patents on stuff, I don't know. I would also mention things like where you've been mentioned, logos of your clients, if you've won any media awards, if you've been mentioned by any prominent websites, that's really going to help you. And then this, unfortunately, you can really barely read this. Our phones are ringing off the hook. Well, it's not. I know that this is a testimonial, but people aren't going to know that this is a testimonial because, first of all, you can't really read it because it's on a white background. And it's not, you need a subtitle for this. Like, here's why our clients love us. And then you need much more than just one. My personal favorite thing to do with that is to embed Twitter tweets, because they're really short and sweet. They've got the photo, and you can actually share them as well. So you can make use of those. So I would do a much better job with this section. Technologies we use every day. This doesn't impress a lot of people. And then you get to the end, like, oh, there's no call to action. So they're like, oh, okay, what do I do? And unfortunately, first of all, you need a better call to action here. I would add things like a map, by the way, in this footer, and push this section up and have a much better end here. Probably to learn more about your services in particular. Don't just presume that someone's going to contact you. I would add a link up here that says why use us. Not because these are very generic wording. Services is just very ordinary, unfortunately. And there's no phone number. You really got to have that phone number on there. And you should also have a live chat functionality on here. Okay, so let me go back here quickly. Any questions so far? Some of those going about the background image. I can mention that quickly. Go back here. This background image is, unfortunately, doesn't do anything at all. It's a wheel, but it's kind of cool looking, but doesn't really explain or emphasize the benefits of what you do necessarily. Put some people. There's no pictures of people on here. People love to see people. Look, she's the only person on here. But the color scheme's not too bad, I guess. Okay, so moving on. The next one is Durowax.com. Okay, not particularly exciting subject for many of you, I'm sure, but I'm sure the person that submitted it is going to be most interested, but I'm going to talk about this one now. So Durowax, to me, my instant first impression of this is very dated. Unfortunately, that's going to convey to people that perhaps you're not that modern, perhaps you don't have the newest, coolest products, because it's very old looking. And it's not, it looks like it's almost been kind of copied certain elements out of Microsoft Word, unfortunately. Like this font is extremely generic, and you've got different colors here. This image slider here is kind of a bit distracting, and then you've got 3 sections here to explain what you offer, which is good. But this is really strange how you have navigation up here. You should never have about us and contact us right up here, because no one is going to contact you right at this point. You need to have your navigation, because you're bearing it all the way down here. I presume this is actually, no, actually it isn't. It's just the image slider. It looks like it's going to be navigation. So you need navigation up here. And this whole area up here is just very basic looking, kind of tired, unfortunately. This is very confusing search. Why is it important that someone needs to search by an industry? It's very strange. This is a tiny search box. Strange that you've got a cart box up there, a bit too prominent if you ask me. You don't need customer login and my account and new user and create an account. Because just have make it recognize whether they're logged in or not, and give them just one option. It's a waste of space otherwise. You need a phone number up here. There's nothing in there. Then this section I really do like. Why Durowax finishes and general cleaning supplies. This is excellent. This helps explain your unique value proposition. We make our own floor care products dedicated to customer service. This is really good. Good job. But unfortunately, it's just a bit generic. Like the bullet points are a bit too. Again, it just looks like it's been cut out of Word and put into this website. And then over here, this doesn't look particularly exciting at all. This image of one of these buffing machines. It's not particularly very exciting, I'm afraid. And then you've got a call to action over here for your blog. So you're trying to get people to your blog now. So you've got all these things screaming at you here, like, oh, look, check out our new Purell Advanced Instant Hand Sanitizer. And then our blog gives you, and then there's a picture here, and then you're asking someone to follow. People are not going to follow you, or at many websites out there, unless you're really, really cool, immediately on your homepage. I would personally ban these prominent social media options on here. That you don't actually list any of your products, which is strange for an e-commerce website. I would actually add some risk reducers in the header here so they can be found on every page, because the problem is if you go to a product, like many of your visitors are probably doing, by the way, this is very product info is extremely generic. You've got to make that much more interesting for someone to click on. One thing is seems to be lacking is advice on choosing products, because I have no idea. Look, I'm gonna go on to floor care, for example. Pretend you don't know anything about floor care. This is where you have to put yourself in your business shoes. Pretend you don't know anything about floor care, and you just list this floor finishes, sealers. What's the difference between a finish, a sealer, stripper, cleaner, concrete care? I have no idea. Many of your visitors probably won't unless they're experts. So I would actually have a guide here that says, help me choose what's best for me. But where I was going was going to click on and get to one of your products. This is very dated, by the way, here. This is very confusing here. It's good you've got a testimonial, but this is way too long and really hard to read. Putting a picture of the person and cutting this down to size will be much more powerful if you're even going to keep it there. You need some better navigation on the left-hand side here. I'm going to go over here to Awesome 21 floor finish. Okay, so this is a product page. So imagine someone's arrived on this from Google, and you have high-quality professional cleaning supplies and equipment. That's good. It tells you exactly what you do, but it doesn't explain anything like with the free shipping that you mentioned on the homepage, for example, or any of the other. Perhaps you have a low price guarantee or something. It should be in the header, not these. These are really prominent for someone. These areas here. This is what catches people's eye. And then you don't need this on a product page. And this is good. You've got usage, and you've organized this nicely. I would say what this is best for, not just usage. What the customers are saying, that's good. There's no reviews or ratings on here, so this is really lacking in terms of social proof. I have no idea whether this is any good, unfortunately, and your business won't either. Now, other things on this site before I go on to the next one is this. You don't have many trust or credibility symbols on here. You've got credit card symbols in here and Twitter in your footer. You're really missing things like security seals. You're missing Better Business Bureau logos. All these things that people will want to know that they can trust buying from you, because if they don't, in case they don't call the number, they're going to be going back to Google and finding another site. Unfortunately, all your hard work of getting someone to your site is to nothing. So you definitely need to put some trust elements in here. I would put your address in here. This is a bit of a conversion killer here. 2012, oops. Makes you look like you are no longer in business. That's a big conversion killer. Okay, so unfortunately got a lot of work to do there. I would just go with a whole new website rather than just making these individual changes. It's going to take you that long. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Actually, seeing if there's any questions as I'm going through these. Okay, I've got a few more options. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to go on to the next one here. Lead pops. Okay, this looks like a technology of something for conversion rate optimization. Someone wanted me to review this one. I get here, and I actually saw this a couple of weeks ago, and I have no idea what this is about. Unfortunately, it's off to a very bad start. In this whole area here, this above the page fold, the area that people are going to see when they first arrive here, you've got lead pops, relationship building technology and consulting. That doesn't explain why someone should use you. What's relationship building technology anyway? Powerful, magnetic, complete, very fluffy marketing words, but doesn't again explain why I should use this or even what this is. I have no idea. It's maybe is it going to be popping up something because it's called lead pops? I mean, maybe some. This is I'm guessing what your product is. Click here to start building your website. And now you're mentioning sales pipeline. Oh, here you go, free sales pipeline builder. So you need to be mentioning in this area here what this is. I would personally have an explainer video that's to the left of here or to the right of here that with some supporting bullet points of reasons to use lead pops. and the explainer video would really help introduce what this is rather than this, because in its current state, it's not. And then this is strange. Why is the navigation at the bottom here? I'm guessing that's, oh, it does move. That's really weird. How it works. Okay, you explain how it works, but I have no idea what this is. Needs assessment, design and development, CRM analytics, test review and launch. I still don't know what it is. See results within 24 hours of launching your LeadPops, lead generation solution. I don't know what it is. This is really text heavy. I'm going to go down. Request a free marketing consultation. I don't know what. Again, I don't know enough. Why would I want to click this button? Yeah, this is one. Click that button. Current product lines. Very, very we instead of you. This is very businessy orientated. This is going to be driving. People don't care about. They're not going to read this. I'm sorry. Classic enterprise mobile. LeadPop specialty services. Is this extra stuff you do? But you need to be focusing on your core strengths here. Again, you're doing this. Partners integration, again, this is it's good for building credibility because you're using these logos, but it's very dry. Testimonials, you need a picture of the person. It's good that you have testimonials at least, and it's good you have a testimonial link up here. How it works, that's at least good. Our clients, this text is really not particularly nice to look at and doesn't make you want to read it. This white on this blue, also not very readable. There's way too many here, much too many. Okay, this is wow. Are you kidding? Wow, it keeps going. So there's way too many of there. You really need to put some imagery to people and focus that on about 4. There's much too many testimonials there, and they're all really long. You really need to keep them nice and short and sweet, focusing on the benefits that you're giving people. Okay, and again, you've got your call to action, executive team. Okay, this is much too long. You don't need to be mentioning your executive team on your homepage. People probably don't care that much, I'm sorry to say. Okay, so you got this again. It just still doesn't tell me who or there's no succinct place that's saying the benefits of using this website and who this is even for. Is this for particular types of online marketer? It doesn't tell you the instances where you would use it. There's no, it just needs some real love, particularly this area here. Using an explainer video is really going to help you in this area. Testimony, social proof, and in terms of how many people are using this. Again, if you've been mentioned in any things like TechCrunch or Mashable, anything that would make you sound cool and credible. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the next one. And this is another one I got sent to me, is Prenda. So this looks kind of different. So I see Prenda in here. I have no idea. Unfortunately, your logo doesn't do anything because it's a meaningless name. Whenever your company, I always recommend that if your company name isn't relating to what you offer or what you sell, always give it a tagline right up here to help people know what this is for. I like this image. This is really compelling, very strong. Start a code club, change lives. Okay, it tells you what I'm guessing you offer a code club. I have no idea what that is really. So the easiest way to bring computer programming to your library. I don't really get that, I guess, because I'm not a programmer. But this seems a bit over the top here. Change lives, it makes you seem like a charity or something. I would turn that down a little bit, like, you know, it's going to save you time, or saves you from going crazy of remembering where your code is. You know, really make it nice and simple. Put it in the words of your visitors and the pain points that they have, and get them to continue reading. This is pretty good. Kids supposed to magic. You don't even need to know computer programming. Life-changing. I think it's a bit too strong, as I said. Engaging, easy. But I still don't know what this is. I think you need some supporting bullet points of what is Prenda before you, because you're telling you what it does, but it doesn't tell you why you should use, what the benefit of using this is. This is really small imagery here. I'll make this much bigger if you're going to be including a video here. Testimonials, you need much more than just one. At least you've got a picture, which is good. Try and use a better word than just testimonials. Start a code club today. Okay, enter your info and I'll send you a free resource code. Whatever you need to get started is actually free. We're not kidding. Premium option, name, organization, email address. I don't know why you need the organization. Contact me. This needs to be a better call to action button. I would actually have a picture of this free resource kit over here, make it nice and eye-catching, say what's kind of in it, because that's your only call to action. Like if I want to learn more, there's nothing on here. Like maybe this is just a coming soon kind of site that I would have interested to learn more, get on our waiting list or something, because this is what it looks like. It looks like it's not finished to me. Okay, I'm going to go just back to Google Hangouts. Okay, I've got another one here. Engage Master. I'm going to take one I haven't even seen before. I like to be surprised. What do we got here? Engage Master. Convert your visitors to customers. Oh, how very CRO day-like. Convert your visitors to customers. Track, interact, react. It's a bit bad. It's a bit generic as a first way of capturing attention. I like this. This looks like it's going to be a really good product. I really like this picture. It's not clear whether this is a video or not. It isn't clear whether this is part of it, unfortunately. Oh, view live demo. This is strange popping this up immediately. I'm a big fan of using these live chats, but don't pop it up immediately like that, and it takes up way too much room. Close that, I guess. So you want to, again, quickly iterate the benefits of this and why you should use it instead of any other technologies out there. Again, your unique value proposition stuff, really important. But as I said, nice imagery. I like the purple background. It looks to me this is going to be a really good product just based on the style of this website. It really does go a long way to helping people get an idea of what your product is going to be like. I like this, the benefits up here. I would add a why Engage Master or something up here, because to help explain that if they don't get it. So track, this is good, using nice imagery here. Understand your customers inside out. This is a bit generic, unfortunately. You need a better word than track. You need some benefit-driven language here. And why? I mean, why is this better than Google Analytics, for example, or Kissmetrics or something? You've really got to mention the reasons what's so good about this, because there's so many of these tracking tools out there. So you really got to focus on why yours is better than the others. Interact. Okay. Oh, so is this yours then? I'm confused. Oh yeah, Engage Master. Oh, so you do pop-ups. React. Seize the moment. It's not clear what this is. Is this kind of some kind of pop-up? Engage Master companion. This kind of stuff I think is a bit too gimmicky. Like, oh wow, I can see it on my mobile phone. It's not going to be that much of a feature that people are going to want to know immediately on the homepage, particularly as the last thing. Again, go after the benefits, and particularly in comparison to the other options that are out there. Sign up now or view live demo. I would have I would actually have I don't think anyone is going to click sign up now, to be honest. And you've got it up here. I would have a benefits, learn about the benefits button. What's missing on here, there's no testimonials. There's a real lack of social proof. There's no numbers to say how many people are using this or how good this is. There's no, again, media mentions, logos of your clients. It's kind of, it looks cool, but it looks like it's just a brand new product that I can tell. Anyway, but your visitors probably might not like the fact that you don't have testimonials up here or anything like that. Again, please update this. It's not so bad, but you need a better footer here. It's a bit, it's got a dead ends, unfortunately. I'm going to go to benefits page. Sign up. I would say sign up free. It's not clear how much this is going to cost. Feature suite that helps you stay ahead of competition. So just mention, instead of having many different tools, we will have all the tools that you need. So it's going to save you. It's going to save you money. First of all, you've got some other good ones here. If you need more details on this, this is really short page just for the benefits. I want to see each of these different aspects of your tool in more detail. I want to be able to click on track and learn much more, because this isn't enough. It's a really good picture, but you're not going into enough detail. All of these should be clickable to learn more about those particular ones. I really like the Wistia.com website, by the way. It does a really good job of outlining each of the aspects of their features on their website. So check out Wistia.com. So it's not bad. You could use some love though. Okay, so I'm going to continue to. Oh, actually, let me try something a bit different. I'm going to click sign up, see what happens. Go a bit deeper. Start your free trial. This is really hard to read. Like, wow, this is white on white. I can barely read this very easily. Just very high contrast. It really makes it uncomfortable to read this. Start your free account and get started. Start your free. You're repeating this kind of thing. This is good that you're reiterating the benefits. Well, I like this on a sign up form on this to reiterate. First name domain you want to track. So if I was just about to say you need to mention this, but you can't see because it's gray on white. It's really hard to read. No obligation. I would say no credit card needed here. Confirm password. Company URL. I would have a button on here. Give them options to learn more under here if they're not quite sure, because I don't think in this current state that people are going to know enough to want to start the 30-day free trial. Okay, so let's go back. Anyone else mentioned any more websites? Okay, so I'm going to continue on the list of ones that I already had. ThingCharger. Okay, I'm going to actually refresh this one. Now,
what if you could unplug your messy old chargers now and get a new charger for all your things? One that's almost invisible. A ThingCharger which keeps your outlets free to use.
Okay, this to me, I saw this a couple of weeks ago. This looks like a really, really cool product, but you're doing a disservice to the fact that you have a website, because it's just you're playing a video, and it looks like you have a fundraiser, unfortunately, kind of Kickstarter thing. So to me, it makes me doubt that you can buy this, and is this really real? It's weird. Why are you mentioning that you're raising money? Why? It's a bit strange if you ask me. Very unusual. It may work for you very well, but it kind of causes a bit of friction for me, and I'm sure many of the people on this page, particularly let's go straight to the video here. I'm not sure what this is. No idea what this countdown is. It's good to use scarcity and urgency kind of stuff in here, but it's not clear what it's for, unfortunately. This is good using, but I would give this a title of where this has been featured. This is really good. I really like this. That's excellent. That's really, really good testimonial. The quote, fantastic, good job. Simple, elegant, new way. So now you're a bit more like a regular website, but this is, you want to draw emphasis to this, because this kind of draws your eye more than this. But you want to, I would use a pain point and say, like, tired of having a mess of cables, or forgetting your cable and not knowing where it is. You know, emphasize these things that are going to get people to understand, like, oh yeah, okay, that's me. I have that issue. And then you explain exactly why your product meets the needs. That's going to really help you. So I would introduce this section here. I'm tired of having too many charging cables or plugs or whatever. That's going to really help here. Charges anything. Some tips. It's good. Good copy. Charges all. See, this is better. Charges all your things at once. That is much better than this. And because this is sitting right here, you're losing all the space. Everything is crammed in here. And this really should not be right up here. This is a waste of space. And this to me makes this look like a blog when you have this right up here. well, it's fine if you have a blog, but just doesn't seem like a homepage for a good product. I do like the logo, by the way, very strong. Green by Design. Okay, it's good. It's very long because there's not much room here. Choose. Yeah, I wouldn't have all this stuff. Like personally, I would just have this get yours and then upsell them on the next page to explain that they'll get a discount if you get more than one. That's the best way of doing that, I would imagine. This is good. 42,000 people recommend. That's good social proof. You don't need this right here. That could be in the footer, not that prominent. Okay, so yeah, it just needs to look like it's a part of a regular website. It just looks like a Kickstarter thing to me. So I'm gonna click this get yours. I'm curious to see what happens now. Okay, see here is where you need this. But here you want to mention the saving you get. You don't mention what you save by choose 3 get 1 free. What saves you $40 or X amount of percent. Much better way of doing that. How many do you need? That's good. I like that. Select best first. So you got some labels at least, so you're making it easier for them to see. This is a bit strange here. But yeah, then it's not too bad. I would put some testimonials on here. Would be good, and you've already included some of the main places that it's been mentioned, which is fantastic.
What if you could unplug?
And this is just strange. When you're embedding stuff, don't embed a YouTube thing. It just doesn't look very professional. Or use something like Wistia, as I mentioned them earlier. They've got a really good plugin for doing web video. Makes it much more professional. You can brand it, make it not look like you're just embedding it from your own from YouTube. Okay. So, but fantastic product, but you just got to make this look much more like a traditional website. So a one-page long sales letter would be perfect for this. You don't need any other links up here. You shouldn't really need to, because it's such a simple, basic thing that people are going to love. I'm probably going to buy one of these. Okay, any other questions coming? Okay, next is kellerlogistics.com. This is a typical business website, which when I get here, I instantly want to, because it's boring, unfortunately. I know that it's logistics is probably a pretty boring topic, but I mean, you try to be cool here. You're True Blue Logistics Crew, kind of cool. It's just this background here immediately is very strange looking. It looks like a wall or something. This doesn't look it just doesn't look very good. And then you've got here, this image is, I hate to say, it's pretty awful. It looks like it's in the inside of your office, which unfortunately doesn't look a very glamorous office. Which if you're going to add stuff in there, it needs to be kind of cool, unfortunately. So this is your True Blue Logistics Crew, committed to communication, devoted to dependability. This looks to me, unfortunately, like there's no way of controlling this one. But another reason why image sliders are not particularly great. Individually tailored solutions for any need. This is a better one here. Repackaging, kitting your brand. This kind of shows you exactly what it is, and this one's better too. We go where you grow. Again, down here, this is a bit better. It tells you exactly what the things that you offer. But I would introduce this section about why you'll love using Keller Logistics or something like that to introduce this section. I don't think you really need to use the word welcome. This is a bit, doesn't really make me want to read it. Latest news, you really need a much stronger call to action here that gets people to go to your key page that explains to learn more about your offerings here. This is strange how you've got this right here. I would actually move this into the contact us and the about into the footer, or at least make this side-by-side tracking. I would say trucking, logistics, warehousing, or just be a bit more explicit about what these are. It's good you've got drop down, at least tells you what's under these. Don't think you need contact us under each of those. Packaging. Again, you don't need these social media, especially on something like this. People are not going to share logistics stuff on their Facebook. I'm sorry. So you just de-emphasize that to the bottom. Having a live chat option is going to help you. Making the phone number a bit bigger. This is good that you have a search. And it's really strange here how everything just blends in. There's no border to kind of cut this in. It's all just kind of floating, unfortunately. Let me go on to one of your pages. Trucking. Your TrueBlue Logistics crew again. That's a bit better. I mean, at least I know you're on a trucking page. Basic trucking. I'm not sure what this is, but hopefully the people do. I don't know what this is trying to explain. So again, think of the people that are on your website, and don't use any acronyms or wording that people might not understand. Overview. This is really, unfortunately, not particularly interesting to read. I would always, whenever you got long copy like this, we'll always use it bold to call out key benefits and things that you really want people to know. But, you know, like why someone should use you, and the key things that you offer, and why to use them. Not just a long block of text here, because people are unfortunately mostly going to skip right by that. At least you've got some bullet points down here, and you need a much better headline here. You can trust us with our trucking logistics, or it looks like you've been in 1978, so you want to be mentioning that as more of your unique value proposition stuff, like mentioning things like we've been in the business for a long time, so you can trust us. We have X amount of clients. You need to be mentioning all this stuff on the homepage. Business usage numbers are really strong here. How much, whether you can mention any savings that you've given clients, because people on this are probably very interested to know how much money you can save them and why they should use you. Think of the bottom line, the person that's going to be making the decision to use you. I would have you don't have any testimonials up here. It's strange you have testimonials for careers. And then we have, so there they go, success stories. So this shouldn't be buried under about who we are. I would have a why choose Keller that really explains why using you instead of perhaps your competitors, and that would help convey that. Okay, so unfortunately it's a not particularly exciting topic it's always harder to optimize these kind of business to business websites, but it just needs a bit of a makeover, particularly with this background, as I said, and really iterating the main reasons to use you, not just stating what you offer here. Here we go, email sign up. Join email us and get all the latest killings. I would be very surprised if many people have clicked this button, particularly in an industry like this. I would offer, it's good that you're trying to get their email address, but I would offer them something of value. Give them a free incentive. Give them, say that you can get a free no obligation quote, or even better, create a free guide about logistics and say, you know, top myths of logistics that you should know about, and get their email address, and then you put them into a good autoresponder email series that educates them over time, and when they're ready to make that decision, they're you're top of mind. They're going to call you rather than hoping that people are going to convert when they come to this website. And that's the same goes through to any kind of other websites that the same kind of thing applies to. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Google Hangout. Anyone else want anything reviewed? There's one here, imagine.com. Someone's asking about sliders or large images edge to edge on the screen. That's a very good question. This is very, it's a real buzz thing out there to talk about this kind of stuff. So I would say with sliders, they're okay occasionally, but often they just distract people, and the contents of them don't do a particularly good job, like you've seen with this TrueBlue one. it was, some of it was good, some of it wasn't as good. So, and you're risking someone not seeing your good stuff if you've got stuff that isn't as good in it. So a much better use of it is having a slide that a static slide that emphasizes your value proposition and your benefits, or having a video, explain a video. Those are definitely things that you should test instead of having an image slider. Now, I know there's some cases where image sliders have come out on top of static stuff, but you really got to test it, because it really depends on what type of industry you're in, what type of offering you have. So there's no right answer. And anyone says that you shouldn't ever have them I wouldn't believe them. Anything on your website, even the advice I'm giving you, you should always test it and get feedback from your visitors. It's so important. Okay. So I'm going to go on to the next one that someone just put in. This one looks like a Japanese website. I have no idea what to expect. Okay, imagine.com.go. Okay, so it looks like we have another business-to-business website. Okay, Imagine Technologies. It looks visually appealing, at least. This looks very corporate-y, businessy, nice imagery. Imagine Technologies, start your journey today to a fully fledged online presence. It's a bit, I know you're trying to use nice marketing kind of angle here about starting your journey and all this, putting yourself in the thoughts of your business, but you really, again, I mentioned on the other side, so you have to quickly and clearly explain what you offer in this page fold. This is too far down here. You've got all this white space here. It's just pushes all this good stuff down here. You've got to clearly explain not only what you do, which you mentioned at least, but you've got to mention those benefits, and that unique value proposition is so key. I wrote an article about it recently. I'm actually going to be doing a presentation, a conversion model about this, because so many people don't realize how important this is, particularly in these first kind of 10 seconds of when someone visits your website, and kind of makes it a quick judgment over whether they want to continue reading your website. So start your journey today, fully fledged online presence. So I'm guessing, it looks to me this is going to be, okay, here we go. So what we do, creative web and mobile design, there's nothing more we love than unleashing our creativity. Okay, fair enough. Technology, high impact development, passionately delivering customized turnkey solutions. We help you make the most of your online presence. Well, growth, empowering our clients. Unfortunately, this could be on any website. It doesn't, any kind of design website, it doesn't explain, again, I mentioned about the agency earlier, why, if I was looking for a website and I arrived here, I would want to know why I should use you. What makes you so amazing that I should choose you out of the other probably thousands and thousands of design agencies that I could go to, particularly now that you can outsource this really easily. You've got to give them real good, strong reasons quickly of why they should use you. Maybe you've won some amazing awards. Maybe you've got some great results from your clients. Maybe you've got a particularly unique way of doing things, or a unique offering. These to me are very generic, unfortunately. One tells you exactly what, again, it tells you what's on the tin, but doesn't tell you what's the benefit of it. Our projects, okay, this is what we've been up to. That's a bit strange wording. So I'm getting the impression this obviously isn't English language, which I don't even know what JO is. This is what we've been up to. The Jordan Tourism Board, pharmacy. Okay, not just say our projects, our recent happy clients or something. Just put it in words of more enticing for your visitors to want to see this and continue reading more, and give them a relevant link under here to see more if they want to know about these projects. About us, this is very generic, unfortunately. We partner with clients to help them capture business opportunities on the internet. Well, that's very, again, it tells you exactly what you do, but very original or captivating or exciting to get someone to read that. Again, why you'll love working with Imagine would be something better there. And really, if you're going to use wording like this, again, bold stuff, the key benefits and interesting wording that will make someone a bit more excited to read. Bullet points much better always. What's keeping us busy? It's interesting. So at least this is quite new, at least January. Services we offer. Strangely, you can't click on those. And then your footer there's no call to action here. I don't even know what to click on. So you really need a strong call to action on here. I would have learn more about Imagine and take them through to a page that explains the differences of why use you, because some probably isn't going to go, oh, I would expect those to be rollovers, for example, and go to your web and mobile design. I would put a phone number in the top right-hand side, live web chat. In the footer, mention any of these trust things, particularly when I don't know where you guys are based. Put your address, put a phone number, because these are going to be real big credibility things that are going to be conversion killers for a site like this, because people just won't trust it. There's so many kind of cowboy web designers out there that you could pay your money to, and they're going to not do a particularly good job or not even do a job. So you want to really make it clear that you're part of different associations, you've won awards, really make people trust that they can use you. Give them a free incentive to use you, get a no obligation 30-minute consultation about your website redesign, upcoming website redesign, or something like that. Give them, again, a free guide, or give them, you could even say, we'll give you a special first-time user discount or something to kind of encourage them to give their email address to you that you can then do your follow-up marketing with. This is so important for websites. Don't just presume that the visitor is going to convert when they get to your website. There was a study by Bounce Exchange that wasn't very well promoted. I'm surprised. It was amazing. It said that between, I think, so it's like 75% and 95% of people will not come back to your website, which it's such a high number. But if you think about it, it makes sense, because, I mean, unless you're Amazon or you're an e-commerce site where people are going to be multiple purchases and multiple reasons to come back to you, often if they don't like what you offer or aren't compelled to use you, why should they come back unless you really do a lot of advertising? So instead of hoping they're going to convert first time on your website, give them something, an incentive to capture their email address so you can do some follow-up email marketing with to convert them in the future. So important. You're starting to see it a lot more often, and with these pop-ups, I think they work quite well as long as you use good headlines with a good free incentive with some imagery and exit intent. I always find work much better than popping it up immediately. So again, it's very bare bones. To me, this needs to be one of these longer kind of modern pages with like parallax scrolling in the background, things moving around, zooming to this from the side. Here is one of my, let me think of the name of it, digital. Yeah, I can't remember the digital. See if I really see it come back to me. But as you scroll down, I mentioned this in some of my blog posts, sometimes in my course. As you scroll down, it kind of it's got some really good CSS animations that kind of explain the picture of why someone should use that agency. It's much better than this, so definitely recommend going for that. You can even go on to even using WordPress or something, and finding a really good modern template, a web design template is going to be better than this. Go to ThemeForest. There's so many really good ones that you can use that will give you an instant facelift. Yeah, this is good imagery and good colors, but you got to do a much better job with the actual, particularly because you offer a mobile design. If this was me, I wouldn't want my website builders to have a website like this. It wouldn't give me much faith that they're going to build a modern kind of website. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the chat. Okay, here's another one. There's quite a few more coming in now. Visit Jordan. Let's do this one. Ah, wow. This looks like an official kind of website. Welcome to Jordan Tourism Board. It's like this to me should know where I am. Default to, you got to use some targeting in here, personalization targeting. English International. Just seems like a bit of a, that's a nice, really nice picture, obviously. Nice visuals. Watch video, be here. This is a bit too high, if you ask me. I guess it's for someone, I guess it's important to show visuals, and it's really good. It's good to have really good imagery with this, which looks like you guys have spent a lot of money on this, because this makes you want to go here. So that's good. Fun and adventure. This breaks down by the different types of reasons to come to your country, which is good. Where to go, what to do. Visit the toolbar, media center. Book your trip to Jordan. Click here. That seems a bit of a strange thing. That should be a button, not a banner. You kind of lose. There's so much going on here. You got all this stuff over here on the right, and you got all this this here. The media center, events calendar, events calendar. .jo. That's weird. That was the other website, was .jo. Anyway, Inspire Me Now, live from Jordan. So there's just so much on here. You really got to streamline this page, focus it more on the most common things that people are going to want to do when they get here. Look at your analytics to find what the top things that people are doing on here. Get some feedback on here, saying what the top things that you would like to see on here that isn't in here. Give them some really unique ways of like having a button that said create your customized holiday at Jordan. That kind of would be really cool to me if I could get a combination of all this different stuff. But one of the main things on here is, again, you got to think of unique value proposition of your country. To me, if I knew that this was dirt cheap and I could buy loads of great, amazing stuff here and have a really, really cheap holiday and see all this fantastic tour sites, and it's not going to take me that long to get here from particular countries, I would, yeah, sure, I would feel a much better chance of coming here. So you really got to boil it down to someone who is looking to buy a holiday and what their needs are. So, for example, whether they, how much money they have, what they might be looking to do on this holiday. But I would really, so you're advertising with Royal Jordanian, Zuwa Transit Visa. I have no idea what that is. You got to imagine that someone coming here won't know many of these things. So you really got to boil it down to the key things that you think that is important to tell. Unfortunately, this newsletter sign-up box is very generic. These are so common on the internet now. I would imagine most people will not put their details in here because it doesn't tell you what you're going to get. It doesn't. There's no incentive. It doesn't excite someone to want to read it. It's just couldn't be any more kind of generic. Use some much better language in there to get someone to sign up, but give them a reason what's in your newsletter. Mention that you're going to give them discounts or free guides or something. That's going to be much more compelling reason to give their email address. And again, I say click here earlier. Please don't use the word submit on a button. It's just, it should be banned from the internet. You need to use a much more action-orientated, benefit-driven button. So yeah, I mean, as I said, the visuals are good. This area seems a bit like a waste of space here. Tourism board. You need to have some video. I mean, you've got this here, but I would try and integrate video a bit more. this is a lot of white space here that you definitely should kill off. And then I would quite frankly have a tab that says why Jordan. Because I like this drop down, for example. This is good. This is like a mega menu style with some imagery in it and nicely organized. Where is Jordan? It's getting around. Yeah, you just need a real succinct page that people can get a quick understanding, because they're not going to take the time to click on all of these different things. People are just going to click on one thing, and if it's good enough, they may read more. But they're going to be shopping for other countries unless they've given you, if they already want to come to Jordan. So I would have a why come to Jordan button here. I have no idea what this visitor toolbar is. It seems a bit mysterious. Jordan weather, don't know why this is under here. Media center. I would have you got live chat in there at least. Okay, yeah, so it's not bad. I've seen worse tourism ones. So let's go back to Google Hangouts. Next one. I'm going to go a little bit longer than 9 o'clock because I've got a few more here. Ah, okay, cool. Phoenix Air Conditioning LLC. To me, immediately get the impression that, I mean, if you compare this to, for example, this is the old way of doing it. This is the new way of doing it. This is my immediate perception of this, even the fact that it's air conditioning, is this looks great. You've got a great image of a person smiling. Fix today or you don't pay. That's a really, really strong headline that will get someone to understand why they should use you. That's your unique value proposition stuff. Schedule service. These are good ways of finding out exactly what the types of things you offer. Really nice background. That's excellent. Schedule service. Really big phone number. Don't think you need this so prominently. You don't need to have your license number in the tagline. It's a bit takes away from this. People you can trust are like that. This is really good. Adding these seals here, particularly you've got A+. Recommend this on any service-driven website. So great job with that. Turn to the experts. That's good. Get a free second opinion on major repairs. I would probably make that a bit more obvious, bolder. Have it as a call to action button. 5 benefits of choosing Phoenix Air. That's good. Excellent. Could choose some bullet points. I think you've been reading some of my blog stuff and many of the other great conversion blogs out there. This, to me, put a photo of this person, April, and shorten this. This is a bit too detailed. 5 minutes went by. Cool. And he said he would be 130 minutes. It's a bit too long. And make this. You could make the scroll or have 2 or 3 at the same time. Check out specials. This is good, kind of, because you'll get very price-orientated people on here. I would actually see our specials. Have a secondary call to action here. Good people are going to want to see that you're quite cheap as well. I would also mention whether you have any kind of guarantee on your pricing, if someone sees this cheaper elsewhere, or how long your guarantee is. 100% code, that's good. I would have a seal that says, like a guarantee seal to help draw that, because you don't see it anywhere else on this page. And this is a waste of space, I think. I would have a button here rather than having the form populated here. You got your address, which is good. Yeah, so it's probably, in terms of the style, I think it's one of the best looking sites I've seen today, and also in terms of, you've got this great headline, value orientated, and you mentioned pain points and your unique value proposition. I would use drop downs here, like we saw on here, that use imagery of the different things that you offer. I would have to make this be why Phoenix instead of about. installation. So use the drop-down menus there. I have a search. There's no search. You really need a search. If someone has a particular issue, they want to know that you can fix. I don't see a search. That's definitely need to add that. Yeah, so great job. Very good. So I'm gonna see if there's any others pop up. No more come in now. So what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to look at the Unbounce website, because these guys were so awesome enough to put together this conversion rate optimization day for everyone. I thought I'd review their website. And these guys do a pretty damn amazing job of what you should include on your website in terms of unique value proposition, call to actions, imagery, testimonials, social proof, trust. It's really excellent job. Looks like they've just recently redesigned it as well to make it even better. Really enjoyed this headline. Speaks to the kind of pain points here without IT, like that. I would perhaps put an image of the tool here in use. Watch video. Oh, you've got a new testimonial there. But look, they've got logos of their top clients that use them to help build credibility and trust. Watch video with testimonial. Anytime you can get a video testimonial, it's like a video testimonial to me is worth 1,000 regular testimonials. This is good, but it's a bit blurry. I want to be able to click into this and pop it up and play it. Build quickly and easily. Use our landing page templates for any campaign. This is cool, and you can select them by a different area. That's where we're showing templates. I would make these pop up so you can zoom in more detail. Doesn't have to go to a Delta page, but pop it up. Contact marketing tools you already love. A/B testing is good. It's a bit too much text there, I think. White space there. Kind of ends the page a bit too much. If you need us, we're really nice people. This is one of the. It's good. This to me is better. We've got a satisfaction rating of 98%. So one thing this was better before was you had some. Here we go. This is really good here. There's a picture of Tim Ash. So this is an expert testimonial. So rather than just having a testimonial from your customers, this implies that someone that's an expert likes this, as I do. So this is going to help people realize this. I would make this a bit bigger. It used to be a bit bigger on the old website. But one thing I would definitely improve on here is really have more pictures that are zoomable of the different features you have. And I would personally explain why you're different than all the other landing page apps and editors out there. There's so many out there. You know, you've got Optimize Press, you've got Lander app. There's like 10 of them out there. So really emphasize why someone should use you, because they're going to go looking themselves. Like why choose Unbounce? And yeah, so the features page also didn't have very many pictures on there. So you've got this stuff. Feature tour, you get here. I would probably show more in terms of the tool in use. You've got video there, and you've got a script manager. But then here you don't show screenshots of A/B testing or any of this. You've got nice icons, which are very good to look at. But you need some more screenshots of the tool in use. That's one thing I thought was lacking with this. Because it's particularly because it's a good interface. This is a good double use of two secondary call to actions here. So that they're going to want to see the benefits after seeing this page, not just the features. Okay, so that's it, I guess. We've gone a little bit longer than the hour, and let me just, stop sharing this so you can see me. See my t-shirt. Oh, here. There's my, again, if you didn't see it earlier, 100% conversion rate t-shirt. This has nothing to do with me. Formicio gave it to me, so I just thought maybe I'll win the award of the coolest t-shirt for Conversion Rate Optimization Day. Anyway, I hope this has been really helpful to you guys. As I said, always get some feedback from your visitors too. And I'd be happy to help anyone that wants their own conversion review. And as I said, I've got this $100 off coupon if you want a full 60-minute, 90-minute review that many of my clients seem to love. So hope you enjoy the rest of Conversion Rate Optimization Day, and talk to you soon. Bye.